applying yourself, the more and more you're just in the greatest position that you can be. The more and more you're left behind, the more and more you're finding things difficult, you're getting into trouble, you're getting detention. This is what's important, and I always say to people, it's not what you're saying, it's who's saying it. If you can find someone that can identify with you and all the rest of it, because like I said, we all get things wrong, you know, we all make mistakes. You're only in year 8, so you've got to make mistakes, but just small little things that I was saying to you before, you've just got to be mindful. And you've got to remember having female teachers, you've got to remember you've got females around you. It could seem is an inappropriate, or if not very, very rude, just like I'm trying to say. So just being mindful, but 9 times out of 10, you're on point on your homework. You get most things done. You're very, very polite. You apply yourself in class. So it's just small little things that you've been going through recently, in the sense of, you know, just a little bit of the attitude. Even you've realized it as well, talking to teachers, certain attitudes and everything. So just try and be mindful of sometimes when you're doing certain things. But apart from that, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. These kind of things will focus you and give you a drive towards something, do you know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to find things difficult, you're going to find things shaky, but the most important thing is, when you go to school, everybody has to do it. That's the one thing that sometimes you hate, you know, this teacher, no one knows, she's an idiot. But everybody feels like that. Everybody has to go through it. Your mum went through it, I went through it, everybody that you know went through that school process. So it's just, as much as it's hard to sometimes find yourself in a position of being respectful, or sometimes always getting your homework done, or listening, because sometimes it is a little bit difficult. Sometimes you're messing about your friends and shut up. Well, I got teacher's like, what are you doing, Missy? But it wasn't he was speaking too. Why are you always getting on to me? This is what I'm saying, man. And then we start doing all of this. Then you get in trouble. Then you get detentions. So it's just being mindful. So when you see your friends trying to draw you out, just say like, no. After class, after class. No. Like, so when you're in the corridor or when you're at break, that's the time for you to switch it on and have your fun. Swear down. But why did you say shut up? Like, but do you see? But that's what I'm saying. You're mucking about, you're playing, and all the rest of it. He says, you know, get out of the classroom. You're like, shut up, sir. It's like, in them kind of moments there, you know, once you walked out the classroom, you know, it's like that little saying, and you knew that you messed up. You're like, oh man, messed up. My mom's gonna get called now. I'm gonna get a text message home. You know, I'm gonna get a detention that I don't want to go to after school. Sometimes they're calling you in on a Saturday for an hour and a half. It's like, what? So once again, sometimes you don't always mean it. Sometimes you might slip up and say the wrong thing. But in them kind of moments, you got to take your L. You're the one that was punching around and fighting. So you was, yeah, exactly. And then the fact that you apologize is very, very important, because it shows your integrity. 9 times out of 10, we can all make mistakes. It's about if you put your hands up and say, do you know what? I'm sorry. So I'm glad that you did that. I'm glad that you said sorry. See, there you go, guys. It just goes to show, if you pay attention, you listen to our young people, they will actually get something from it. Make sure that you sit down with your young people and tell them more about yourself, your life, and at the same time, listen to them.